Today, WeFox announced their Series D funding and continues the trend of broker-focused companies raising money over the last couple of years. Now, what I want to focus on and what makes WeFox unique is both they're coming from overseas, as well as they are maybe one of the only insurance companies that has raised money in the last few years that are focused on a agency distribution channel instead of direct-to-consumer. Since 2012, the vast majority of money raised has been by direct-to-consumer insurtechs. Now, what this trend continues to show is the focus moving into independent brokers, and that being the primary distribution channel for insurance carriers. What I personally like about WeFox is they have been focused on the broker channel and distribution through broker, and what they call out is two specific reasons. One is that it keeps their customer acquisition costs lower than their competitors. Right, we know that direct-to-consumer, one of their largest struggles and challenges they have to overcome is the high customer acquisition cost. The second thing that it helps them do is have a higher retention rate than their competitors. Again, the second thing that we know in direct-to-consumer insurtech struggle is they have the lowest retention rates in the industry. So I'm really excited to hear about WeFox not only finalizing another round of funding, but coming over to America and offering a product that is going to be primarily sold through independent agents and help focus on customer acquisition through agencies as well as renewal processes through agencies, as we know that leads to higher retention rates, lower customer acquisition costs for the carrier, and a model that is specifically designed in what we think will be the insurance industry over the next 5 to 10 years, which is a carrier that's focused on their product, servicing that product, and helping selling and service that through agencies primarily. Depending on how WeFox rolls out to the US will determine how I think it shapes and how they play out here in the US market. If they follow their same model of broker distribution, I think they have a chance to be extremely successful. And I think this falls in line with what we're seeing with some other newer insurtech carriers are doing, which is going specifically through a broker model. They're not the first ones, and I don't think they're going to be the last ones, but I do think this is going to be part of a wave that we will continue to see of more insurance carriers and insurtechs coming into the market and being competitive against legacy carriers and traditional carriers, and being specifically, if not only, a agency broker model and not having a direct-to-consumer channel. I think agencies really need to take a deep look at working with aggregators, networks, and carriers that specifically only sell through independent brokers. I think we need to have a real conversation about working with carriers that have a direct-to-consumer channel, because the more of the industry, the more of us agents that end up selling and working with carriers that only sell through agents, the more powerful that is. And I do expect that trend to continue. It is heading in that way. We are seeing carriers make the adjustment. And I think now more than ever, we're starting to see a time where we're entering where agents have more power than the carriers, and carriers are going to have to start making adjustments to where they can no longer serve two masters in terms of trying to serve an agent as well as a direct-to-consumer. They need to be the manufacturers of the product, and they need to enable the agent and serve the agent, because that is their consumer, to sell and service their policies. Make sure to never miss out on a video. We release content like this every single week. Go ahead and like this video and click subscribe below to make sure you don't miss any videos that we put out.